Good evening, dear my student. My name is Samuel, and today I'll teach you ReactJS from as a beginner to an advanced level. Now, let's see what is ReactJS. Is an open source JavaScript library. What does this mean? As a beginner, you have been heard about Laravel and Angular. Those are frameworks. But this one here is just a JavaScript library. It has been created specifically for creating a user interface and a single page application. So as point number 2 says, it is used for building a user interface specifically for single page application. I'll show you at the end of my video what does it mean by single page application. Used for handling the view layer for web and mobile application. Therefore, the views that you see in a web or in mobile applications, that one can be created by this kind of library. And the ReactJS was developed by Jordan. He's an engineer at Facebook. Therefore, the Facebook that you see today, I know most of you have been experienced, you have been interacting with Facebook, you have an account there, you have friends, you chat. The first thing that you see that you need to register yourself to the Facebook so that you can create an account, okay, and get your own profile from there. So every interaction faces that you see there, the login form that you see, the face, the inside part of your profile that you see, it has been created by using ReactJS. Now, why learn React? We need to ask ourselves, why should I learn React and not other platforms or not other libraries? First, huge community. Most of the developer today, they are using ReactJS because they have seen its simplicity in working with, and also the output that is they are getting up. Save time and make your work more efficiently. When we say about saving time, we are going later to learn, but in React, we have something which we call components. That means I can create one component and I reuse it. So I don't have to create maybe I need to use, for example, nav from this page to other pages again, okay? So I don't have to create the two navis, but I can reuse the nav that have been created earlier. That is just an example I gave you. So you can see, for example, you have been typed a line of code, like 20 line of codes. So it's easy for you to take it, to transfer that component from one component to another component. Created and maintained by Facebook. We don't expect that Facebook will die tomorrow or a day after tomorrow. We do expect that it will stay for long. That's why we are eagering and we are happy to say that why should I learn ReactJS? In demanding skill set. Now, most of employers nowadays or companies, they like to see something that is good and interactive, easier for the customers. So ReactJS, normally if you have these skills, it's easier for you. That means you can be hired or you can work like in remotely doing stuffs that are related to ReactJS. React expand your reach to mobile development. What does this mean? That means after having a good grasp of ReactJS, that means you can be able to shift or to navigate to mobile development, where it's easier from here because you have got a lot of skills from React. So when you go to the React Native, which is mostly used for creating mobile apps, it's easier for you. And it's very simple that the React Native you can use to develop mobile application for iOS and also for the Android. For mobile developers, normally we have Swifty for iOS and we have Android Studio. We have been interacted with those. But when you have a good skills of ReactJS, a lot of things will be easier. Now, component-based architecture. In React, we have component, as I mentioned earlier, that things can be kept accordingly to what does the purpose they should have to attend or they should have to do. So we say this component is responsible for navies, and this is responsible for content, and this is responsible for something. Let's see here. Traditional website can be split as follow. We have header, nav, main, content, and a footer. So when it comes to React, all this one here uh, can be chopped or can be separated accordingly to components. That means we can have a component that deals with header only. We can have a component that deals with nav. We can have a component that deals with content, and we can have a component that deals with footer. So we say each section representing a component. React is declarative. Tell React what you want to build, the actual UI, and the React will do for you. DOM updates are handled gratefully. Now, when we talk about DOM, this is a document object model. As we go on, I'll tell you what does this mean. But when you open up a browser, for example, you in your Facebook account, okay, there's a lot of things that are done behind the scene until all those things you see. So DOM has its part on it. We have what we call pre, and you have nothing about HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. I kindly recommend you that you stop doing this lecture and you go back and you learn HTML, CSS, and JavaScript fundamentals. From there, then you can come and learn ReactJS. I will be looking for your comments if you'll be eagering for me so that I can teach you basics and also to the advance of HTML, CSS, and the JavaScript. I'll let you know in a comment and descriptions. So please feel free, write me. Maybe this one here, I know nothing. Can you please prepare maybe HTML basics? I'll do for you. Now, I told you that I'll show you a little bit of single page application. What does it mean? How to look? I've been created a simple project here. Then I'll show you. And this project I have been. It's online. I have uploaded it in one of my favorite platform that is called the Netlify. It's an easy platform that you can host your projects online. So a customers, you can interact with the customer. You're working from home and the customer is there. You can upload something that you have did for your customer and they can see it. So what do we mean when we say single page application? Now when I click here, that means this header have linked it to home, so it will bring us the first section here, that is a simple slideshow from here. Now this header here that you see, this navbar here, each one has a component. That I have a component which deals with this slideshow. I have a component that deals with about us page. Sorry, I have a component that deals with the services, with the teams and testimony. So when I click here, you can say directly I move to our service page. Very simple. When I click here, it's easy, and you don't see this page is refreshing. So it's a very good for bandwidth minimization. So when I click here, you can see. So this is one example of a single page application. I used it to create this project by ReactJS, that one I'm teaching right here. So I know at the end of this course that I'm teaching you, when you learn from a beginner to advanced, you'll be able to create a more massive things, a very nice things, a very good things, more than this one of your teacher here. Thank you so much for your time. I would like kindly to welcome you to the next video where we are going to see the folder structure and how to create the React app sample project. Goodbye and see you.